Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, pop culture chats, and all that other stuff. Now, if you're liking what you see, if you like what you see, please make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Subscribe. All right, y'all. We're going to be talking about this today. We're going to be talking about North West. She announced today. I see on here that her tour that she had, her first headlining tour, is canceled. And when I saw that, that brought up a couple of other thoughts to me as well. So I wanted to go over here. This is one of my pop culture chats. So I wanted to go over some information. And again, if you're liking what you see, please make sure that you're subscribing to my channels. Here are my two channels. PETV Reacts is where I do my movie and television reviews. And Pam Entertainment TV is where I go over celebrity legal news, celebrity news, and my pop culture chats. Please make sure you all are subscribing. So let's go over. I'm reading from The Cut. And it says here, looks like North West's first headlining tour is not happening after all. North, the daughter of Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, was set to kick off her Chemo Cowie tour alongside rapper Molly Santana on August 5th. But the first two dates appear as canceled on Ticketmaster, and the tour's website is now defunct, per People. She is quoted in saying that I was really excited to go on tour with Molly Santana. She says, sadly, it isn't happening anymore. North did not provide any further details as to why the tour was canceled days before it was scheduled to begin. But she did leave her followers with a teaser. I have something special for you guys. See you soon. To anyone who brought tickets to the tour, I sincerely apologize, Molly Santana wrote on her Instagram. I know a lot of you all had taken time out of your busy schedule and spent your hard-earned money planning to be there. Nothing makes me more happy than the opportunity to share my more amazing memories with you all. So, says here the Chemo Cowie tour would have marked North West's first official headlining gig, performing songs from her debut EP, North Forever, which she released in May. Santana, who was featured on Drake's Ran to Atlanta with Future earlier this year, previously appeared on stage with North at Rolling Loud in Miami, where North performed her lead single, Piercing on My Hand. All right. So I saw that, and that triggered a memory for me. And the memory that was triggered for me was there was a couple of rap artists that were feeling some kind of way about North being in certain places. And so it made me go back and look up I remember that there was some artists that were having some issues about this. Now, if you don't know, North West is 13. And North West, because I don't want to make it seem like there's a thing, but North West is 13, and I have seen her on several situations where she doesn't have a single parent around her. She doesn't have a parent. I think she has like a quote unquote manager around her, but she doesn't have a parent. I don't see a bodyguard in sight. She's just like out there towards the public. And I don't know if Kim and Kanye are making the thing that because she's North West, nobody will bother her. And I hope I'm wrong in regards to me not seeing the bodyguards. But clearly, I don't see Kim, nor do I see Kanye when this child is out. I don't see either of them. So let's talk about what the issue is. When I talked about these two. Now, this is the broader form. It says these public call-outs. Now, the call-outs I'm going to get to in a minute. Mirror intense online criticism aimed at Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Observers and the industry peers have voiced concern over her presence at adult music venues such as Rolling Loud and Coachella, sporting full diamond grills, body piercings, and mature style choices while navigating crowds unaccompanied. Now they're saying that North West is out here. Now I saw a couple of videos, and like I said, I don't check for North West, but this just when I saw that her tour was canceled, this brought up this memory for me, and I thought I wanted to. I really wanted to go over and talk about this real quick because they were saying that she's not only Rolling Loud or any other, but they said that she's at a lot of industry events where she is unaccompanied, where she is, where you see her. There's a lot of events where you see North and she don't have nobody with her. Nobody. And I find that a little concerning. I really do. I find that a little bit to be a little concerning that she don't have anybody with her. But let's continue. So you have the rapper Young Thug. Now he questioned her parental oversight directly from the stage. Now he was doing his stage thing in Coachella, and he saw North West just out here. Now, can you imagine somebody who was on stage like Young Thug has had his issues? If you go back to a couple of my videos about his jailhouse tapes, he's had his issues. But one thing I do know is that he's also a father. He looked out in that crowd and he sees his peers' child out here appearing to be unsupervised to the point that he had to stop his set to address it. Now, to me, that's concerning. And shout out to him because he didn't have to do it, but that's concerning. I don't know how embarrassed I would have been to know that my child is up here and my peers had to call her out. I hope he called him. I hope they called Kanye. I hope they called Kim. But he's at concert talking about, North West, what are you doing here? Where are your parents? Then he asked the audience what a child her age was doing casually hanging out at the festival. Over the top, yes. Necessary, absolutely. You call the parents out. It takes a village. Now, I understand that these are celebrity folks and celebrity kids, and their folks are in a different tax bracket and all this other stuff. And this is why I wanted to talk about this, because this is also, if we break this down as a community, we need to be calling this behavior out. And I'm not saying that you get on a platform like this or get on your Instagram or your what. No, I am saying as a community, in your community, where you live in a community. You have friends, family members, co-workers who have children. And you have children. If your child is out somewhere appearing to be unaccompanied by an adult or being accompanied by an adult that seems suspicious, wouldn't you want somebody to give you a call and say, hey, heads up, I see your baby out here. I don't see nobody around. Don't look like she's with anybody. Doesn't look like he's with anybody. I don't know if she remembers me or not, but I'll keep an eye on her until you get here. I'll do what I can to make sure that she doesn't leave. Wouldn't you want to have that type of call? I think you would. I think we all would. And it takes a community to do that. Now, that was at Coachella. Skepta, who is, I believe he is a London rapper, expressed disgust in June 2026 over the lack of boundaries protecting her, after a video went viral of an adult stranger aggressively trying to hug and photograph North at an event. Skepta posted on his X account, "The way grown men, complete strangers, try to use North to makes me sick." And so, what incident are we talking about? So I have it. It'll come up. Here we go. So I'm gonna play this, and this is from Double XL magazine. So she is at a. I'm just gonna describe what's going on. She is at the Vitamins Menswear Spring and Summer Collection show in Paris at Paris Fashion Week. The incident involved 13-year-old North West and 23-year-old French model and influencer Matteo Sinet. So let's see if we can see what's happening. All right. So we saw that. She was trying to dap him up, and he just came in with the hug and the kiss and then took the picture. So that's what he's talking about. You can clearly see in her face she feels uncomfortable. The misread greeting. The widely circulated video shows Sinet approaching North West for a photo. North explicitly extends her hand to offer a professional handshake or dap up. Instead of shaking her hand, Sinet completely ignores the gesture, leans in, and pulls the teenager into an awkward side hug. After the uncomfortable physical greeting, the two quickly pose together for cameras to show off their matching dental grills. And it goes on and it goes on and it goes on. So, how are we feeling about this? Give me just one moment. Now, I didn't see what Kim Kardashian said about this particular stuff. I don't have any information about what Kim Kardashian said, but apparently, I'm going to read this to you all. Give me one moment. It says Kanye West reportedly reacted to North West's unsupervised Paris Fashion Week appearance by sending furious text messages to Kim Kardashian and initiating steps to strengthen security around their daughter. He was angry over her mature styling. They said that he was particularly enraged by North West viral Paris TikTok videos showcasing face tattoos, heavy body piercings, and even though North later clarified the tattoos were faked, he didn't like her edgy aesthetic. He's also threatened legal action against claims that over North and how she's handled in the public eye, through Kim reportedly choosing to ignore those messages. Now, there are demands for tighter safeguards for this young lady. And we do have, hold on, I think we do have information on how Kim responded. Let me pull that up real quick. So according to Kim, Kim is using the Oh, I need North needs to express who she is and express herself. Kim Kardashian has repeatedly and publicly defended her daughter's North West alternative style, dismissal of critics, and creative autonomy. She firmly categorizes the teenager's edgy look as harmless, temporary form of self-expression. And I don't want to come on here because I don't have an issue with how these folks raise their children in regards to what they allow for them to dress or anything like that. Because once you put them out there and you put them out there in the public, you open them up for criticism. You just do. And one of the things that irks me about this particular statement is people are talking about her safety. People are talking about her safety. Her safety is what's important. And where am I coming from that? Y'all know, and I'll be very clear, men will try you. And for, and I know a lot of y'all will just say some, not all. All men will try you. That's just point, that's just blank, that's just period. All men will come and try to understand what your boundaries are and try to go a step past what your boundaries are. I don't know if it's a game. I don't know what it is. Are they trying to see how you react? I'm not trying to be here to police any and all of that. All I'm saying is that men will try your boundaries. As a woman, as a woman, men will try your boundaries. The only time I know men do not push back or try your boundaries is if they understand and know that you are protected by another man. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just stating a reality. She should have bodyguards around her. She should have very imposing men around her. It is very important, especially going out in public, especially she has the means. Her parents provide her the means that she's not relegated to her neighborhood. This girl can go across the world. She has access to the world. And being that she has access to the world, it is so important that she has somebody around her. So I am hoping Kim Kardashian and Kanye West do better. Now, Kim ought to have a level of security mindedness, simply because y'all remember when Kim Kardashian had that scare, those people broke into her villa when she was where? In Italy or France or wherever she was years ago, and they tied her up and stole her stuff. Kim is very security minded. There's nowhere that Kim Kardashian goes anywhere without having the security near her. So I'm hoping that security is near and they are keeping a distance. I don't know. But there's just some things as a 13-year-old that she shouldn't be she shouldn't be at concerts by herself. Now, it's my understanding too, as I'm reading, that she is there with her quote unquote manager, assistant, or whatever, whoever this woman is. But if it's this woman that's standing beside her in this video, that woman doesn't look big enough to do anything. If something were to pop off, if somebody was to snatch that girl, if a whole bunch of fans were to come up and snatch that girl, that woman couldn't do anything. So why am I talking about this and how does that affect our daily lives? It is basically this. It takes a village to look out for our people, for our children. And it also takes for us to call out parents when we see that they're putting their children in precarious situations or they're not monitoring their children. And what I mean by that is kids will be kids. You will tell your kids, oh, yeah, you can go and you can play in the front yard. And then when you go back out there down the street. But it's so important to as parents to establish relationships with the people on your block. Hey, if you see my baby and she's past this house, give me a call. If you see my baby such and such and such, she goes past your yard because I know that she plays. If you've got a child and they play with a kid in the neighborhood, you get up, go outside, go knock on the door and say, hey, my name is such and such and such. Our children play. Can we exchange numbers? So if your child is over here at my house, I can let you know that he's at my house and I won't let your child go past my house. Back and forth. That's as parents, that's what you do. Same thing with family. Now, let me be very clear because there are people who like to boundary step or think that the way that they were raised is the way that you're supposed to raise. All I'm talking about is a communication network. I'm not telling you to go to nobody's child and try to chastise them and discipline and punish them. I'm not talking about that. I am talking about a viable communication network that you should have. And be open to say, hey, you see my baby out around and you give me a call or establish that is something that you are okay with. Because I know a lot of us like to say, well, I don't want nobody telling my child. I'm not saying that people are going to go and tell your child anything. But as the example that I gave earlier about your child being in the shopping center or a mall or a grocery store and no one sees a parent in sight and your coworker sees that child and knows that's your child and gives you a call to let you know, hey, you around anywhere, your baby is here. That's what I'm talking about. A communications network. Personally, I don't think any child under 16 should be anywhere without adult supervision. Me personally. Is she safe? Y'all think Northwest is safe? Y'all let me know. All right, people. We do this every week. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video if you care. Y'all, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell a coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making this video. And as always, people, bye-bye.